This is Brett the Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
I'm like, okay, well, has this always been a thing? Where have I been?
Hey everyone, welcome to the Smacked Raw podcast, SmackDown recap edition. I am your host, Kyle Tyson, joined by my other co-host, the AJ Styles of Podcasting, Sebastian, and Mean Jelly Bean Productions' own RN. How's it going, fellas?
Pretty soon we're going to have to change my name to the Undertaker of podcasting. Like, just pops up once every, like, few weeks. But yeah, for now I can still be called AJ. I'm not at Undertaker level just yet.
How you doing, man? How's the prison life treating you?
Good. We started on the job training this week, so it was first week actually inside the prison with inmates. It was fun.
You tase a motherfucker yet?
No, the people I've been with hasn't really had a problem.
No?
Well, I say people. We've been in different areas throughout the week. They take us to, we work different dorms and shit. But no, I haven't had a problem with inmates yet.
Dude, I'd be itching to tase somebody.
Well, I don't carry a taser.
No?
No,
What do you
we're
carry?
not.
Some like bear mace?
No, pepper spray, man. Well,
Pepper spray?
mace.
Yeah. Good, dude. You gotta embellish it a little bit, okay, man. Anyways, RN, how you doing, bud?
Yeah. All right.
Good. Ready to get this going. Shit, this is actually a decent SmackDown.
Fuck yeah, man. You got a show you can't shit on. I can't wait to hear your take on Brawn. You guys, thank y'all for joining us. Obviously, we're live right now on twitch.tv/The Standing Streamer. Make sure that you follow and subscribe so you can be notified every time we go live with our Raw, Dynamite, and SmackDown recaps. For the next couple weeks, you'll catch NXT on here since AEW is moving to other days. And on the days that we're not shooting, make sure to catch Putting You Over, man. Fucking Standing Streamer had PCO on last night, and
Nice.
PCO, dude, gave a really like heartwarming interview towards the end of the night, like grown men in fucking tears and shit. Like it was a really, really fucking good show. So not only tune in to watch us on our recaps, tune in on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Catch the Standing Streamer doing Putting You Over. He always has awesome guests on the show. But of course, we're grateful that you guys are joining us. And also where else you can find us is we're the exclusive recap show for WrestlingNewsWorld.com. Make sure to bookmark the page. They got awesome and talented writers and podcasts as well. Maybe even check out their premium content. You know, they're dope, man. They really, really are dope. They have a lot of talent on that website. I can't wait for them to blow up, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Facts.
But hey, man, look, we're here to talk SmackDown. Talking SmackDown, dude. Was SmackDown? What was it? Was SmackDown mega cool tonight, you guys?
No.
Yo,
It was piss.
It was piss.
I'm with that.
It's a shame we got to rate something TV 14 to say the word piss, but yeah, it's piss.
Yo, okay, so you guys want to jump into that really quick. What the fuck, man? TV 14 and they didn't even drop like one shit bomb.
Oh, they dropped piss. All right,
They
that's
said piss.
Yeah.
They didn't even say it. They spelt it. The crowd got to say it.
I was hoping to at least some puppies or some shit.
Some puppies.
When I seen that, I figured Retribution was going to kill somebody. Like I figured we were going to.
Yeah, man.
I figured they was going to string
was,
somebody up.
was Retribution there tonight?
Yeah.
I thought it was the Dark Order that came and showed up tonight, man.
Pretty much, they're all about 5'4", looks like.
I know the ones they had tonight was bigger, like on the first segment at least.
I think they're aces and eights, where it's just going to be like random people do it every week, and then we find out it's not the people we thought it was.
One of them looked like Ember Moon. Like you could see, there's a picture going around that shows her face. It looks like Ember.
Yeah.
And then the one dude did the Bobby Lashley spear.
Yeah, I saw that
At
too.
the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Bobby
The guys in the
Lashley and
beginning
Retribution
looked taller.
confirmed. Oh, man.
I saw somebody say they're gaining more members or members faster in the NWO. I was like,
They matched I think they outnumbered the SmackDown roster tonight. I think they really did, man. The people that were there.
I just hope this isn't one of those things where it just disappears, like the hacker and shit, where it's just like they did all this and then it's just over.
The hacker. I was still kind of holding out hope for the hacker, but yeah,
me too, man. Me too. Hey, listen, if you guys ever miss a live recap, you can always catch us on YouTube at youtube.com/SmackDown Podcast. And also, the audio version is pretty much found anywhere that you can find podcasts. And lastly, if you want to support the show, please head over to patreon.com/SmackDown Podcast. We got some great tiers there with rewards and special benefits. It's growing. It's brand new, but we got some new stuff coming to it. And right now, for the first Twitch subscriber to head over, jump on the Top Rope Spanish Fly tier, I'll throw in a free t-shirt, man. Just in the comments section, say that you heard and you subscribed due to watching us on Twitch. And yeah, man, I'll throw you a free shirt in the mail. So go ahead, head over to Patreon, subscribe.
How many Top Rope tiers do we have subscribed?
Top Rope. Dude, come on now. I can't believe I misspelled Top Rope, and it was Top Rope for like the first 2 weeks. And it wasn't until RN's girlfriend subscribed that she told me, thankfully, because otherwise it would still be misspelled today, man. Oh, fucking hell. Let's get into the show. I did miss a good chunk of the beginning because I had some like last minute party arrangements. So you guys, I'm gonna lean on you to fill in some of the gaps. But we started the show off with Retribution, right? Attacking Big E and Morrison before their match started, and that's kind of when we got the reveal that there was a shit ton of them.
Yeah, there's
how many members? How many members now? Like, give me the over under. How many?
12. I lost count at 12.
12.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I don't know if it was like camera tricks and they were like moving back and forth to make it look like it was more people than it was. But...
Hey, fuck those cameras. Like I get they're trying to make it chaotic and shit, but God, they overdo it with that.
Yeah, I know, man.
The best part is
raw if you just tuned into like the crane cam or something, like just one camera and just let it all go down. Like
Cole and Graves getting the fuck out of there. That was the best part of this whole segment. Cole, Graves was just like, "Oh, it's Retribution." Threw his shit down, and they were
fuck this shit. I'm out.
Oh man. Yeah. So 12 members, you say? I think more. I really think more.
No, I said that's where I lost count. It could
that's
be
when
more.
You lost count. Okay.
Lost count.
So what happened backstage? I saw the SmackDown roster all huddled together, no social distancing going on. And I saw Big E and Sheamus kind of face off a little bit, but I had a phone call. My kids were wearing boxes as masks without any eye cutouts. So they were just like running into shit and falling over and crying. So I missed pretty much this whole segment other than visually. Like, so I don't know anything that was established.
It came back. Well, first they came back and Miz and Morrison were talking shit to Big E about tweeting all week about and getting Retribution all riled up. And then Corbin came and said that we need a king, we need a leader, we need somebody that can get us through this. Obviously, Big E can't. Then it kind of went from there. Then that's when Sheamus came in talking shit too. It's pretty much just pal on Big E.
Okay. But nothing groundbreaking, no story roll set up, just
no.
Okay. What'd you think of Bayley roasting half of the women's battle royal?
Fire.
Dude, that was pretty good. Bayley comes out, relieves. What's the announcer's name? Do you guys know? I forget.
Greg? Is his name Greg?
Greg. They released Greg of his duties. And
I might be wrong. It might not be Greg.
Well, we'll call him Greg on the show now. And essentially, Bayley and Sasha announced the Battle Royal. They announced the competitors as they come out. Essentially, I think they only got like the Iconics and
I think that was
Shotzi and Tegan Knox. But then they find out that Asuka's also in the Battle Royal, which is controversial because Asuka already has the title match against Sasha, right, at SummerSlam.
Yeah. The thing about this that pissed me off with the Asuka stuff is not that she's in it, whatever, and I think she should be. Like, I mean, we've all said it numerous times. She's the MVP of the COVID, but her just beating the shit out of both of them.
Randy Orton.
I'll give you. We'll say for women then, but
okay,
her just beating the shit out of them every show by herself. Like I can't get behind that, especially when they have all the fucking belts. So this one chick is just gonna come beat their ass straight on. She ain't even sneak attacking them. She's just straight up kicking the shit out of both of them every damn show. Like I can't get behind it, even if it is Oscar.
Yeah. Oh man. I'm sorry, dude. Tommy Streamer asked when I talked about my kids wearing the boxes and running into shit. He asked if my kids were part of Retribution. Fucking hell.
That's dope.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I hear you about Asuka and there's other women that we could be building. I guess I'll run through really quick the order of eliminations. Sorry if I miss any. But you had essentially was Shotzi. Okay, so this is where I get confused. I thought Shotzi was the first one eliminated, but she ended up in the end.
She
of
got
the...
back in. They
who
threw
was,
her
so
over.
who was the first one eliminated?
Ruby.
So who?
I think Ruby were out, wasn't she?
I didn't even fucking see Ruby.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I just know that Iconics threw Shotzi over, and then they panned away to somebody else, and then she was back in the damn ring.
And she was back in, right? Yeah, I thought Shotzi was literally the first person eliminated. Nope, the chat's agreeing with you. It was Ruby Riott apparently.
I thought it was.
So, but I had Iconics and were the first ones out, along with I guess Ruby Riott. Nikki Cross was eliminated by Tamina, who then was tossed out by Bianca Belair. Lacey took out Naomi, in which case Corey fucking Graves mocks her hashtag. Is like apparently you're gonna need more than a hashtag to win the battle royal. That's fucking cold. I don't know how I feel about that.
I laughed at that. I thought it was hilarious.
It's fucking cold as shit. She should have delivered on that promo, man. They gave her a shot. But Shotzi ended up taking out Lacey afterwards. Tegan Nox took out Belair. I think so. Yeah. And then Shayna took out Nox. Dana Brooke, who by this point I forgot was even in the Battle Royal, had been hiding the whole time. She ran in the ring, was comedically eliminated by Baszler. Asuka eventually is on the outside. It comes down to her and Baszler. You have Bayley and Sasha trying to interfere. Ultimately, Asuka kicks them, knocks them over. Baszler eliminates Asuka, but she lands on Bayley and Sasha and ultimately gets back in the ring or gets in a mix with Shayna and eliminates her. Asuka wins. She now has a title match against both Bayley and Sasha Banks at SummerSlam. Early thoughts on how this story is going to play out. Does she just get straight up 2 matches? Is there a
yeah, she's getting 2 matches.
She's going to know both the belts.
2 matches.
Win them both?
Yep.
Fucking hell, man.
I think they're going to fucking end up what is it? I can't even think of it. God damn it. Unifying them.
I don't think they'll unify them. I think it's going to be how we get to Sasha and Bayley, though. Something's going to happen, I think, and start that off.
They try to help each other out and cost each other the belts.
Yeah. Or that happens in the first match, and then whoever goes second, they just get screw them.
I just think I better quit playing with fucking Shayna. I know that.
I didn't like that shit. Like, don't get me wrong. I get that, they're rivals with Oscar or whatever, but that to me made it felt like they wasn't scared of Shayna, and that's totally the opposite of what I think you should do with Shayna. Like, Bayley shouldn't want to face Shayna. You know what I mean?
Not at all. Like, I don't get where that, like, I know it's kind of, to me, it felt like she was a Paul Heyman chick or guy, whatever you want to say. So I feel like she kind of fell out of favor once retarded ass Bruce took over and shit. But I don't get what they're booking with him or where it's going. Like, it's up and down all over the place. Like, you think that they're going to do something with her, then the next time she's getting like she's losing to Dana Brooke in 10 seconds or some shit. It's just like it's all over the place. Like, I know that they tried to make her look strong with the fake elimination and all that stuff, and I get it, but it's like they're playing too many games with her, bro. You're not making her look like a viable threat. She just looks like the rest of these scrub.
Hashtag Asuka all belts. Sorry, it popped up in the chat. I liked it.
You kind of like that. I ain't gonna lie.
You know who did it too, right?
Oh, it's had to be Matt.
Yes, that's exactly who did it. Rob's in the chat saying push Lacey Evans, of course.
Stop, bro. Listen, Rob. I love you, bro. I love you. And at first, I don't know if you're shooting or not, bro. But she is ass, bro. She's terrible in the ring. Her character is terrible. Just stop, bro. Just stop. Get you a stand account and do it on the low where you don't have to tell everybody about it. Handle it that way, bro. Hashtag mute that.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna call it out on the air. I'll let the Twitch chat, but Rob found a new Lacey Evans fan page on Twitter. I'll let you guys in the live chat discover who it is, but Jesus Christ. Okay, so was it at this point that Sheamus went backstage and just sent security home?
Yeah. I don't need you guys. Take off.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I work here, so no need for security. Okay, Sheamus.
Why does Sheamus look like he was in extra in Gangs of New York all of a sudden?
Dude, I got you on that. I was like, yeah, he definitely was giving me like the Snatch vibes.
Like
Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. No.
Speaking of security, like at the start of the show, like I died, but not in a good way. Michael Cole was like, "Yeah, we got extra security outside. No way, nobody's getting in." And it went 2 goddamn minutes.
You couldn't have just fucking.
What was it? 2 minutes. 12 people just running around. I mean,
well, let's be honest. I mean, it is a known fact that wrestling security guards are like.
Yeah, but play it up a little bit. Like, wait at least a segment. Like 2 minutes after saying, "Yeah, we have."
I got a question.
Tons of security.
How 1 or 2 people always just destroy their whole security force.
Who's more threatening, a security guard at a wrestling event or a pro wrestler? Let's average out. Let's average out from the jobbers to the main card. If you average it out and the wrestler that you get with the average, who's a bigger threat?
Wait.
Definitely say a wrestler, I would say.
Yeah,
I mean, you use the fake security guards or the ones that are actually at wrestling events. They're normally 59 to 79 years old. So either way, you could probably beat the shit out of them.
So why don't you have wrestlers guarding your fucking show then? If security is always getting their ass beat, when's the last time you saw security manhandle a wrestler? Fucking never, dude. Then why are they in charge of protecting your fucking wrestlers?
The women even beat up all the security guards.
That's what I'm saying, man.
And Charlotte and all them, and they kicked the windows out the damn cruiser and shit and everything.
Hey, Ronda's bad though. Ronda will beat anybody's ass.
Ronda will fucking whip some shit, man. She just won the Smacking It Raw Brawl.
Hey, fair, Charlotte probably would too.
Yep. What else we get here? Before it became 2006 fucking TNA. Mandy Rose. What'd you think of the Mandy Rose promo? I personally thought it was really fucking good.
It was good.
I'd risk it all for it.
Yeah.
I'd risk it all, bro.
Yo, she worked 3 jobs to get through college while winning a bikini contest, apparently. I don't know.
With that, can I see a manager haircut? I'm sorry, it made her look better. If that was even fucking possible.
Yeah. But the rumors are true. She challenges
Sonya.
Thank you, Sonya. She challenges Sonya to a hair versus hair match, which later on Sonya agrees to. But her promo was solid, man.
She just cut her hair. How much hair she got? She gonna get cut off? Shit.
Hair versus hair traditionally means you shave yourself bald. Like you
bald.
fucking right here. Like that's it. Maybe not like big, but next to it, man. Look at Molly Holly. Molly Holly lost it all in a hair versus hair match.
How far we came. They did that just so they get on the card. Like the women volunteered for that just to make the card.
Just to get on the card.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But they're both their promos, like here since COVID started, like both Sonya and Mandy, like they've powered, their levels went up a few levels here within this night, because they were both horrid on the fucking mic, to be honest, but they both stepped it up a lot. Like you said, that promo was, I actually felt like she was a pro wrestler, not just, like she said, just a pretty face, which I've been on the Mandy Rose bandwagon for a while now. I think her in-ring work is really better than Sonya's if you want to get down to the nitty-gritty of it.
Shit.
and her
I
power
don't know
and
about that.
everything. Man, what's her name? Sonya's looks better because she has that mixed martial arts background. So those strikes and kicks and everything look good. But actually in the ring, working, being a wrestler, I think Mandy Rose is better.
I think Sonya's more intimidating, and that's where the lines get
That too.
crossed.
Right.
I think Sonya comes across more intimidating, but pro wrestling, like Mandy Rose has a couple moves that I remember more than Sonya. Like Sonya,
Exactly.
the only move that I recall that Sonya has in her arsenal is like she can kick you in the stomach to finish a match. Like she's
I don't know a move that Sonya Deville does besides punching and kicking.
But I know Mandy Rose has got a fucking hell of a V trigger.
Yeah, her knee, and she has like a press thing that, like a press slam kind of that she does.
Yeah,
Got it.
That's an Angel's wing. Yep.
Who wins this? Who actually should wins that? Like should win?
I think Mandy definitely wins.
Yeah,
I think
she wins it.
Sonya should win though. I think Sonya's the one.
Like
who should
just
win.
thinking, and I don't really like going this way about it. I could not imagine Vince McMahon making Mandy Rose shave her hair.
I can't either.
Yeah, no, very, very true.
I mean, not to take it in that direction, but when you just think about overall, like I don't see that happening.
And like we just said, like she is actually a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, big tit chick that can actually go in the ring. Like it's literally everything he's ever wanted in a woman's wrestler. Like I'm surprised she hasn't been a 13-time champ already, to be honest.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Only way like Mandy loses is it leads to like Otis all of a sudden not wanting her bought. Like something like that, maybe. Yeah. But that's the only freaking way.
Otis turns heel after Mandy Rose goes
bald. I mean, something like that.
I would be down for that.
But there's no way Vince is just going to be like, yeah, we're going to shave Mandy and really do nothing with it. Like, no.
Lucha House Party taking tips from Eddie Guerrero, lie, cheating, and stealing, man.
Hell yeah.
Fucking stole those tag titles. Yeah, man. So, oh shit, you know what I missed? I'm sorry. I skipped right over the fucking ton of this shit. Holy God. I just scrolled way too far down my notes. I skipped ahead a whole bunch of shit. So Nikki Cross, apparently they're getting cold on the heel turn because backstage she's apologetic to Alexa Bliss, who I guess is not in possession of the Fiend. But Alexa Bliss is like standoffish. She doesn't want protection right now. She wants to get answers from Braun Strowman. I thought it was actually a good take. I do like that they're leaning into that relationship, and Alexa Bliss feels burned by Braun's comments.
Right.
Yeah.
I just hate the damsel in distress shit, man.
I don't even know if she is one though.
No, I don't think she is. I don't
think she is one. I think she was until Braun acknowledged that he doesn't give a shit.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Towards the end of the night, yeah, she wasn't. But I mean, like how they set up that interview and stuff and everything, like it felt like some damsel in distress. Like, how could you do me this way? Type of like, you know what I'm saying? It felt like something different than what it turned into at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Well, see, I didn't even get that feeling either because I mean, last week she basically stopped the Fiend from giving her a claw herself. Like, so I didn't really get that feeling.
It was kind of weird, man.
Her sister
and by the way, for those of you saying fuck Kyle for skipping his notes, or fire Kyle, excuse me, fuck you. Okay, look, man, shit happens. Yeah, Sheamus had a match with Shorty G. Gable looked good though.
Dope.
He looked good, man. He went at him, bro.
This is the Gable that we deserve, not this Shorty G bullshit. Like, I can't wait to see him and Riddle like mix it up and get in there and really have an actual match. Like, I don't understand. Like, SmackDown's supposed to be the wrestling show. You have guys that can go. Let them go. Stop worrying about these dumbass gimmicks and stuff and everything. Just let them go out there and tear each other apart, bro. Like, I can't believe the offense that Shorty G got on Sheamus. Like, when he was just clubbing him on, he was on his stomach, on his back. Like, we ain't never seen nobody do no
vicious,
shit.
Man. No one takes it to Sheamus that way.
No one. Literally no one. Cena maybe. The only person beat the shit out of him like that.
Yeah, man. I'm looking at the chat, bro. I gotta stop letting the chat work me right now. I gotta leave them alone. I gotta leave them alone for a minute, okay? They're trying to work me. And fucking Rob. Rob hurts, man. He just said he's Team Vince. That hurts, man. Yo, how about AJ Styles going off on Abyss, man? We got fucking Abyss on SmackDown. Are you kidding me? Where the shit did that come from?
When you first said it, I thought you were like just trying to be funny because like I just caught a glimpse of him. I didn't actually like see him, so I thought you were just like trying to be funny. And then when he came out, it actually was fucking Abyss. I popped for it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo,
That's pretty cool.
Yo, fucking TNA 2006 is strong on SmackDown tonight, man. Holy!
I wanted Jeff Jarrett to come out.
Right. You wanted Jeff Jarrett out here?
I hope he turns into like his bodyguard and shit, and like just starts annihilating people for him.
Oh,
like that's what I was hoping.
Dude, they've got to be setting him up for something. That can't be a one-off segment.
When Jeff Hardy came out, that's what I thought he was going to do. I thought he was just going to fucking just destroy Jeff from behind when he got in AJ's face. I'm like, bro, that would be dope. Having them two together, bro. Like, he don't look like he's in that good of ring shape, but still.
I don't think he's going to do anything physical.
I don't think he is.
Know,
he did not look like he was capable.
Like I remember hearing an interview with him right when he signed with WWE as a producer or whatever. He said he's done with physical stuff. So I think it's just going to be stuff like tonight.
Well, you know who else said they were done with physical stuff was MVP. All right. Said he was done. And here he is.
Yeah, but I don't know.
But nothing. They both came over. They both said they were retired. And now one of them's a full-time goddamn wrestler. There's always
with a whole
chance.
Ass stable and everything.
Yo,
when you look at MVP's past, like he had a kind of it wasn't a long career at all. And I bet he's been through a lot of shit, man. Like,
yo, yeah. do you
all them monster ball matches
would be savvy enough? Like if they did like one match as the Abyss, like as Abyss. This is kind of off track here. For one, do you think WWE can get the rights to call him Abyss? Because they were able to call him what was it, Joseph Park?
Well, that's his real name, isn't it?
Yeah, but so is Cody Rhodes, and he can't use it over in AEW. So,
but it was used in WWE first. I think that's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah.
And I think when you sign with WWE, you have to trademark that shit with them. Yeah. They won't even.
They push it, man. They push it. Yo, but do you think the average crowd would be savvy enough to be like, yo, let's fucking.
Yes, I don't think they give them credit for that either.
It depends on. I think it depends on what city they're in.
Yeah. It'd have to be in front of a live crowd. You think?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. For the majority. Now, don't get me wrong. There'll be some fans that pick it up. Mm-hmm. But, a lot of people, hell, find it odd as hell. But I seen people I know personally that never watched TNA didn't even know who the fuck AJ Styles was when he debuted. So, yeah, it just depends how hardcore of a fan they are, what city.
I would say that, too. There's a lot of WWE people that are strictly WWE people don't know anything outside of that.
Yeah, if you go to Philly, Boston, one of these bigger cities that watch all this other stuff for the most part. My wife is willing like Ric Flair in there for some reason.
I heard that. That's dope.
But yeah, just depends. I think.
I don't know, man. It'd be pretty cool. Anyways, AJ Styles came out to deliver his version of Steiner math. His statistics. What was the fucking the anagram or whatever? It was the phenomenal intercontinental something statistics, I thought. Did y'all catch it? The official name?
Whatever it is, he spelled piss. That's the only thing.
Yeah, whatever it was, he spelled fucking piss. He's got a whiteboard, and he's supposed to be like revealing the rankings. Except the joke is, it's fucking empty. It's AJ on top. It's an empty whiteboard. Jeff Hardy comes out. Fucking Jeff Hardy cuts, dude. Like, it's like after the months of Jeff Hardy being nothing but his alcoholism and addiction, you forgot like the dude's actually good on the mic. Because
he's a great he's a wrestler.
Yeah, I did not forget because all I could think about was AJ after that incident Jeff had in TNA. AJ like going off on him backstage.
Pretty much. But
and then Jeff brought up the demons, and I was like, yeah, that's where my mind went.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. I thought about it too, but they didn't play on it. They played light around it. You know what I mean? It wasn't the main focus point with Jeff this time, and it made the segment, in my opinion, more enjoyable.
I just want to see less of him on the mic in general. Like, I want to see him actually do some shit in the ring and wrestle. Like, because that's what you said. Every time he comes in now, like, that's automatically where my head goes. That they're gonna bring something up about his drinking and shit. And it's like, bro, like, I don't like him as is, but I mean, when I like to think of my Jeff Hardy in the front row with a Leonard Skinner t-shirt on, going crazy. That's what I like to think of my Jeff Hardy, not drunk as shit, pass out on the street with Percocets in his pocket.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. By the way, phenomenal intercontinental statistics system. Thank you, Fontaine 402.
I was thinking standings on the end, but I didn't want to say it. So
yeah, but no, it was good, man. Jeff essentially said that he deserves a title shot. He ran down his accolades and everything, and then AJ Styles, in a very sincere voice, put him over. Said AJ claimed that Jeff Hardy is part of the WWE's best tag team of all time, referring to, I'm assuming, Jeff and Matt Hardy. I can't think of any other tag teams Jeff was part of. But essentially, AJ was like, you know what? Do I think that you're obviously a competitor and that we should have this match? And then Swerve, no, he says. And then I think AJ brings up Jeff's demons, and Jeff attacks Abyss, who makes fucking hilarious faces. Like, that's the best way I can describe it, dude. Yeah. That dude sells his face like an emotion fucking fantastic.
Did he have his teeth in? I didn't catch it.
I think he did. Yeah, I think he did. But it was good, man. It was good. And it was at this point that Lucha House Party stole the titles. And then we came back and we had the funny ass joke. I think it was Kayla Braxton backstage. And AJ doing his best Chris Jericho impression essentially was like, you know what happens? And he goes to wipe Jeff Hardy's name off the board, and it's permanent marker. It was fucking funny, man. It was funny.
It was.
I don't know how to explain it, man. Sebastian, what'd you think of SmackDown announcing that they're going to be at a new location and there will be virtual fans, apparently?
The first time they brought this up, because after the first time they kept on saying rumors, but the first time Cole fucked it up. He's like, yeah, we're going to be in another location next week. Oh, the rumors are running. Like, he totally fucked it up. But yeah, it's going to be at the Amway Center.
The Amway, yeah. I think it was John Alba, Emmy Award-winning John Alba. Fucking broke that shit.
Nope, Wrestle Votes.
Well, he got video footage. Okay.
Wrestle Votes put it out there.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
Sorry.
I'm not going to argue with Seb on that shit like this. I'll leave this to the expert.
So I'm not gonna lie.
Like, that guy might have been the first one to do it, but WrestleVotes put 4 pictures, and all of them happened at the Amway Center. Like, he don't put the shit out there, you know, here's what it is. He just throws it out there, and it's easy to solve. But he won't actually type it out. You can actually think about it. But yeah, they broke it.
So I groaned when I heard it was Grand Metalik taking on Shinsuke Nakamura. But what I did not anticipate was out of fucking no. Apparently, Kalisto still has a job with WWE, and Kalisto is ripped as fuck, dude. Like,
we were just talking about this on NXT. Like, when the hell is the last time we saw this man?
For real, does anybody in the chat know how long Kalisto's been gone for? I imagine Vince would. He's a Chicago boy. You know what I mean?
No, we couldn't figure it out. We couldn't figure out if it was before WrestleMania or right after.
I don't know, man.
He wasn't Kalisto around when they had that fatal 4-way? It was them, New Day, Miz Morrison, and the Forgotten Sons. I want to say Kalisto was in that match.
Dude, I can't remember. I cannot remember. Like, at this point, he's been gone so long. The last match I remember he was in was the fucking dumpster match with Braun Strowman, which he won, by the way. But yeah, no, I can't fucking remember. But yeah, Kalisto proved to be a distraction, and Grand Metalik hit like ring rope walking elbow drop on Shinsuke and pinned fucking Shinsuke Nakamura. In 2020, Grand Metalik has a one-on-one victory over Shinsuke. I don't know how to feel about this.
Hey, Grand Metalik, man. I mean,
that's what I was getting ready to say that. Like, let's not. I mean, the man's fucking dope in the ring. Let's just say it. Let's hand him his fucking roses. He has been putting on some damn good fucking matches. Like, he shouldn't be beating Shinsuke, because I'm gonna tell you right now what the WWE has done to Shinsuke on the main roster. I will never fucking forgive them for. I will hold it against them to the day I fucking die. How they completely buried this man in the momentum that he had coming in. But Grand Metalik, that motherfucker is dope. I'm sorry. I love all that shit off the ropes, that bouncing and shit. Look like he in the Circus Soleil or some shit. I fucks with that, bro. I'm into it.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they completely botched the cruiserweight division, like from the get-go. But just with the tournament itself, the cruiserweight classic, that was what it was called, right? I mean, go back and watch his work, man. He's good in the ring.
He is.
He's not been able to show it that much recently.
About to say, yeah, that's got to be his biggest victory, right? That's
absolutely.
Got to be his biggest win since being on the main roster. Shinsuke Nakamura, for real, like current tag team champion Shinsuke. Fuck,
buried. And can't nobody tell me different. That's buried. I don't give a shit if he does have a belt. The momentum he came in, just his theme song alone was worth the price of admission coming into that. And like they completely just squandered it away. And this goes back to what me and Vince, we argue about all the time. If you can't speak English, WWE is not going to push you to where you need to be on the card. Flat out. Doesn't matter what you do in the ring. Doesn't matter how the fans feel about you. If you can't, if English isn't your first, second, and third language, you're not going to get no main event push. Period.
Got you, man. Hey, I mean, it's hard to disagree. It is
Where's
hard.
the line?
I'm trying to think. You got Asuka, but she speaks okay in English.
But before COVID, they were shitting on her too.
That is true. Yeah, no, that's true. No. Yeah, it's hard to say, man. It's really hard to say.
You can't say it. You cannot say it. You cannot give me an example of a foreign superstar who doesn't speak English, not necessarily fully or greatly, but who does not speak English enough for you to understand it, and for white people in Middle America not say, what the hell is he saying?
Do you think we need managers back?
Yes, we absolutely do.
Yeah, that helps. Look, I mean, I've been on a show several times, and for me personally, when they got so much TV time and a champ has so many responsibilities, I can't really blame them for not wanting to push them to the moon. But yeah, managers would solve the problem. I mean, give them a manager and let them speak.
That's the thing. I'm not saying anything's bad. I'm not saying that that's bad, because I mean, if you're in this country and you're working, you should probably learn a little bit of English. You just should. But
especially if you're the main guy, like,
yeah, exactly.
You can't let the other guy completely run the promos for your whole program. You know what I mean? But give them a manager, let them speak for him. I mean,
you have to have a champion that can speak when you're in Iowa on a Tuesday night. You have to.
TC says Kane didn't speak English for 3 years, man.
Who?
Kane.
Stop. His character didn't speak English. He's a goddamn mayor in somewhere now. Like, I'm pretty sure he can speak English. He's a fucking. He won an election.
God. Yeah. Backstage, Matt Riddle is being interviewed by Kayla Braxton. He wants to know if it's okay to call her bro. I don't think anybody's going to oppose to Matt Riddle calling him bro, honestly.
I call my girlfriend bro all the time. And my kids, my dog. It just happens.
So Gable comes up, very apologetic, tries to sympathize. Look, man, I need some money. Still does not have an answer, by the way. I've been asking for this. How much is a king's fucking ransom? Yeah. Is it monetary? Is there an actual price to it? Is there services? Is there gimmicks? Does he give you a smoker grill and give you a bunch of meat to cook? I want to know what's involved in that king's ransom. Please tell me in the chat. But Gable tries to sympathize and everything. And And it's all good and dandy. But then, of course, as they fist bump, Corbin attacks Riddle from behind, lays him out, thanks Chad. So if it's a heel turn that will get him his fucking name back, dude, turn heel. Turn heel. Yeah, bro. Give me... I'll take a heel Chad Gable over a face Shorty G any goddamn day of the week, man.
Riddle was on Corey Graves' podcast, and he was saying, like, Gable's one of the people he has on his list that he wants to wrestle so bad, just because his Olympic background and then his wrestling background. He said that he's literally, like, on his top 5 opponents he wants to wrestle. So I'm hoping this is the direction we're going to go, and we'll get a real match with them, not a 2-minute schmoz shit with Corbin coming out of nowhere or something.
Yeah. Oh shit. No, man. I'm wondering if if Gable's gonna get any type of push. I mean, you had a match with him and Sheamus. He looked like a beast against Sheamus until he lost. And then you get this main angle. Like, I don't know, because you give him all these pushes and these shines, but then you have him try to jump a depleted Matt Riddle in the ring and then still get his ass beat after Matt Riddle's been getting his ass beat for like an entire match. So I wonder what's in the cards for Gable, man. And absolutely, to be fair, yeah,
let him be Spike Dudley.
That was what I was gonna say.
He'll be Spike Dudley. That's what we'll do.
He'll be Spike Dudley.
Jason Jordan, them splitting them up, splitting America Alpha up. They're the dumbest damn things WWE has ever done.
God, dude, that.
Do you ever just like go to YouTube and watch Spike Dudley's crazy bumps? Like I do that sometimes. I'm surprised he's still alive, honestly.
I just watched that ECW pay-per-view where Bam Bam threw him in the damn crowd. That shit was ridiculous.
Yeah. Right.
Dude. Also, going back to non-English speaking wrestlers that got pushed, Standing Streamer says John Cena did not speak English. He spoke Thugonomics.
Again, everybody's got jokes, but nobody's got an actual answer.
I think that's a valid answer.
Yeah.
Cash. That's cash as we speak on wrestling.
Someone wrote in the chat, they said Chad Gable should have been booked to be Kurt's illegitimate son instead of Jason Jordan.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I believe that too.
I don't know. Like, I wasn't a big fan of the Jason stuff, but he did have good matches like during that time with Roman and Seth. So
there's nothing against Jason. I'm just saying that it definitely would have made more sense because let's be honest, if he hadn't got injured, Jason Jordan was a total package to be a star and to be a champ. Gable always had his height and everything against him. I think if he had Angle on his side and he had those matches, they should have just kept American Alpha together and let them be the new Team Angle. That shit would have been fire. They pretty much already were.
What happened up next?
I can't remember.
Oh, Bliss. Alexa Bliss. She had that interview where you got to recap the Mix Max Challenge stuff. She was asked, about her feelings and everything and how it was with The Fiend. And she referred to herself as a moth to the flame. That doesn't sound like somebody who is filled with fear or held hostage. That sounds like an infatuation.
Yeah.
I mean, you think that's what we're going to get?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Especially after her slapping the shit out of him all those times. At first, I didn't think they'd go that route, but I think it's going to be her pulling him back from the darkness.
Yeah, man. It's weird.
I'm down for it, though. I'm kind of enjoying this.
Bliss has to either embrace the darkness with the Fiend or pull Braun from the darkness. Neither. You can't have Bliss like recover the Fiend or it's weird. I want to see Bliss fucking heal as shit. But they did end the interview asking if she could have been romantic with Braun. And she essentially pretty much just said yeah, like it could have happened. So do we care about that? Do we that would have been an angle I would have been into because they did actually have pretty good chemistry. Do you think we should have had Bliss and Braun over Otis and Mandy?
I don't know. Me personally, I hate romantic angles. Like, I never were into them. Like, because it's fake anyway. Like, if they're real couples and you kind of mix some stuff in, like the Keith Lee and Mia Yim shit, like, or Gargano and Candice, I get that. But like, I hate when they threw fake couples together and shit. It was just awkward. Like, you could tell that it was not real. So, like, shit like that. Like,
Yes.
I've never.
I'll be honest though, like with Alexa and Braun, like their chemistry on screen, like it wouldn't surprise me if there was something going on.
Right.
Like you couldn't really tell it was fake. You know what I mean? Like unless you.
I'm not saying them specifically. I'm just saying like romantic angles as a whole never have done it for me.
Yeah, like they had really good chemistry, even if it was acting. Like I thought they did really well.
God, that gotta be punishing fucking sex. Jeez.
I didn't want to fucking say it. Jesus Christ. Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles for the IC title is confirmed for next week. Sonya Deville accepts Mandy Rose's hair versus hair challenge at SummerSlam. That is now my most look forward to match. And then we get Big E versus John Morrison again, like we were supposed to in the beginning of the night. But to be honest, Miz and Otis, who came down during the match, completely detracted from this. I found myself not even paying attention to Big E, which is terrible because Big E should be a fucking star right now. But all I could focus on was The Miz and then Otis, of course, coming down to confront The Miz before Retribution showed back up, or the lights flickering, causing the locker room to come out, and then Retribution going back and continuing to vandalize and not doing anything impactful other than beating up a couple referees. I
love how any other time anybody wrestling can hear Michael Cole. But this time, Michael Cole's like screaming they're backstage, and he's like, "These guys don't know what's going on back there, dude."
Yes.
It just pisses me off. Like every time you think that WWE is going to get it right, and especially when I don't want to pull the race card, but it's like they're finally giving a black guy some kind of every single time this happens, some shit like this, and they throw a bunch of distraction shit in the middle of it. Like I had high hopes for what Big E could be and what this run could be, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought this is what it was gonna end up being, a fucking spin. Like keep throwing him out there like he's gonna do something, and then it's always gonna be some bullshit going on behind it. Like to start the night off, Retribution.
I still have faith.
Here's the thing, though. Big E was, hyping that up all week on Twitter. Am I wrong? Like, what did
Otis or any of them have to do with the Retribution, though?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, Big E, from my understanding from the promo earlier, because, I haven't been on Twitter, but didn't Corbin say Big E was kind of bringing this on because he was kind of talking about Retribution?
But did you hear what he said? What the hell did Otis or any of them have to do with if it had just been him going against Retribution or them targeting him? That's different. Then you're setting him up to be the man in the middle of their attacks and everything. But you already had a bunch of other shit with Miz and Otis and all that going on, detracting from it before they even got to the part with Retribution.
But what if this ends with Big E leading, because they did tease that too, Big E kind of being the leader back there? Well, what if he leads the charge back? Like, I don't know. I think with this stuff,
got wings, he wouldn't bump his ass when he jumped. I mean, we'll see. I don't believe it, but
I just think that's the seeds they were planting tonight. Like Big E, he was the one hyping it up, trying to kind of antagonizing them, and then backstage he was trying to rally the troops. Like, I don't know. I think we just got to be patient. Obviously, the Retribution fade's a slow burn.
Well, no, you're that's the thing. You're not looking at what I'm saying. Like, I understand all that, and I'm okay with that. That's what I want. But like what Kyle said, all the other shit taking away from all that had nothing to do with Retribution or Big E that was going on before that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much window dressing involved in all that when the focus should be on Big E and Retribution. But you had Miz out there, and Otis came down, like a bunch of other shit jumbled in there to where you lose sight of what the issue is. Big E called them out, and they're coming to get Big E. but you had all those other side shows involved in it, to where that kind of got the spotlight got kind of taken off of Big E, and he had to share it with all that other shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, I agree that Big E should be the leader, and it should be him leading the charge or whatever. Like, I want that. I'm hyped for that. But when you throw all this other bullshit in the mix and take the spotlight off of Big E, that's what I'm talking about. What I'm not cool with. That's what
I get it. I get that. But with the slow burn stuff, you know, it's WWE fashion to like throw some distractions in there. Hey, look at Sasha and Bailey. We all know it's a slow burn and where that's going. It's going to lead to a feud. And they've already thrown a million different distractions into that. Like,
yeah, they have. But at the end of the day, they're still the main. They're still the star of the show. Whether they throw out 50 people out there to fight them or come against them at the end of the night or at the end of the segment, the spotlight still ends on them. Can we say that happened tonight with Big E?
Not tonight, but Retribution is like the main thing right now. And if Big E's the one that leads them to knock them out, basically, then that would put Big E over. Like, I just think it's part of the journey.
Yeah, and so going into the chat here, a couple people are saying, like, you got Loyalty J saying Big E deserves the Universal Champion. Another person comments, like, never break up the New Day. Thomas Dreamer says, what if Big E is behind Retribution for not getting the push that he deserves? Kind of like
true
that.
Too.
I'd be definitely down with that.
Yeah. And then, of course, you have after the match, because Big E did win this match. Like, the match was not tossed out. Big E did tap out Morrison to the stretch muffler. Another submission victory. But afterwards, as Big E is exiting, he gets bro kicked by Sheamus. So this is obviously setting up a feud with a main person now. Instead of a couple showcase matches, which how Big E has been billed, he now has like a showcase match coming up with Sheamus, which that's going to be good. Because, I mean, obviously if Big E can overcome Sheamus, that's going to continue the momentum. So I think playing off of what Sebastian was saying is, yeah, it is about the journey. Tonight just wasn't about Big E, unfortunately, you know. But it did lead us into the closing segment. Sebastian, go ahead and talk us through what signed us off tonight.
Actually, can we have Arian do it? Like, he's the Braun hater. I want to hear his perspective.
Yeah, actually, you know what? That's a good idea.
I didn't hate it. Because this is the type of Braun that I want to see. Like, I want to see the scary. Like, he talked way too much for me, and I wasn't really into him to, like, pulling the Fiend shit and disappearing. Like, I didn't like that part, but, like, the frothing at the fucking mouth, just, like, rabies infested looking, like, ready to kill everybody in sight. That's what I think Braun should be with less talking. I think he should just come out there, fucking destroy people, huff and puff and spit everywhere and sling his fucking disgusting sweat all over people. Like, that's what I think he should be with less talking. So I know everybody was waiting on me to shit on this, but I actually wasn't too mad. This is the Braun that I think that we need. Less talking, less of the funny shit, less of the, like, trying to be cool. No, go out there, fucking destroy people, smash people through the ring, and handle your business and get the hell out of there. So, like, the only thing I didn't like was, like, the him disappearing part at the end, but everything else, like, I actually was for. Like, I'm not even going. I can't even shit on it.
Oh man, no, I was with it. I really was. This segment, I think, told the story perfectly. There was no extra bullshit. There was no convoluted mess. This really was just picture perfect storytelling. Alexa Bliss comes out after Braun because Braun's calling out the Fiend. Alexa Bliss is trying to confront Braun about his comments, obviously saying that he doesn't give a damn about her. And he's refusing to look at her. You know, there's really good character work. And I will say this, when Alexa Bliss was like yelled at him, like, look at me, damn it, Braun was trembling. Like, the dude, he sold him being nervous, like, perfectly. Yeah. I noticed that shit. That's hard to fake, man.
I can't shit on it. Like, this was probably some of the best work he's done in the last few months.
Yeah.
So, for my hating ass, that's saying a lot.
Yeah. Alexa Bliss said she had to slap some sense into Braun. So she started slapping the piss out of him, saying, essentially, wake the fuck up, man. And Braun military presses her, gets her up. He this kind of dragged out a little bit. He pretty much was acting like Jeff Hardy at Victory Road, not knowing where to throw his T-shirt out of the ring. Was kind of doing that with Alexa Bliss. And eventually the lights went out, and it was the Fiend. And right before the lights fully went out, Braun dropped Bliss, like legit dropped her. When the lights come back up, Fiend is now tending to Bliss, and Braun is now out of the ring on the Tron, maniacally laughing before he essentially
That's the only
screams.
part I hated.
And,
I hated that shit. That was what I hated. That was it.
What's wrong with it?
It was okay. It was okay.
But everything else, like you said, his character work with her in the ring, him not wanting to look at her, like just the like fucking like steam coming off of his head, actually looking like the Braun Express at that point. Like that's the type of shit that's the type of Braun that I would want to see every week, where he just comes through, not doing that stupid choo-choo train move, but actually coming through and just annihilating people, running through people. That's the Braun that I want to see.
The chat wants to know who's the face and the heel in this feud.
I hate that shit. Stop asking that stupid shit. Like it's 2020. Everything doesn't have to be black and white. We can have heel versus heel. We can have face versus face.
I mean, we did have heel versus heel tonight, didn't we?
What'd you say?
We did have heel versus heel with Shorty G and Sheamus.
Yeah. And technically, this is heel versus heel. He came back changed.
Yeah.
And everybody that the Fiend wrestles ends up being a heel afterwards.
Yeah, so.
But Fiend came out and didn't hurt Alexa. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
I think she's going to end up she's going to end up turning evil and being Sister Abigail finally.
I think she'll be Sister Abigail, but I think that she'll be the closest thing we get to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think she's going to go back and use that, and I think she's going to cost Braun the match.
Yeah, me too. Helps Fiend win the title. I'm all for Alexa Bliss teaming up with the Fiend. I'm all for it, man.
I'm all for him starting to like a menagerie of like just weird ass people you wouldn't even think to join him, but he's just like turned them like he did everybody else. Like he turned Seth heel, like he fucked over everybody. So I'm open. I wouldn't mind him just like kidnapping people, taking them to the fun house, and they come back different. Like, you know how like Blue's Clues had all those weird ass characters on the show with them and shit like that.
I do like the story though, and you know it's like I talked about earlier, Braun and Alexa's chemistry. That's stuff like this is why chemistry, just in promos or not even just in the ring wrestling, but just chemistry in general. Mm-hmm. I think their chemistry adds so much to this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be dope, man. But that's the show, man. That's how SmackDown went off the air. We are a week away from SummerSlam.
Yeah, next week.
Next week will be the go home show. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, SmackDown. I mean, I think honestly, ever since Vince got on that damn call and said that he's going to try and start appealing to like a younger audience, I feel like they've made some good moves. Yeah. Not saying they've been perfect. But Raw and SmackDown have been easier to digest, I think, overall for me.
Besides the episode with the karaoke and that, like, it's only been like one or two episodes that was damn near unwatchable.
Yeah.
SmackDown hasn't been terrible. It's been like BC shows for the most part.
Yeah, man. All right, well, we'll go ahead and sign off here. Really quick, I haven't been doing this enough lately. At the end of the show, we got to let you guys know where to find us. You can follow us on Twitter at SmackDrawPod, myself at The Kai Tai Show. I'll go ahead and let RN and Sebastian let you know where you can find their stuff.
At wrestling_sports.
Say that again. Say it again. I love when you say
wrestling.
Say it with your chest.
I love that shit. Wrestling. You can find me at Mr8984 on Twitter. Aaron Real Petty on Facebook. Mean Jelly Bean Productions on YouTube. Mean Jelly Bean Memes on Facebook. You know the vibes.
Adam just dropped a new rap video, didn't he?
Yeah, it's fresh like a diaper.
Fresh like a diaper, dude. Listen to it. It's actually pretty catchy. I'm not going to lie. But like always, you guys, thank you for watching. We appreciate the hell out of you guys. Until next time, you guys have a good one.
See ya.
See you later.